Yosis, Josie, Jessica, Ricardo. So pleased to be here, especially outside. I feel like I'm refreshed being here.
Yes, it's very nice.
So, yeah, I'm very happy being with you guys. So, questions?
I've got one.
Go ahead, sir.
All right, this one, it's gonna be easy.
Yeah.
What's the meaning of life? Why did God make us?
That's very easy. Oh boy. I usually make fun of that question, but when your parents actually, let's say the truth. I'm gonna talk from a biblical standpoint, but when your mom and dad decided to have you, basically what happened is that in life, the origin of it, the egg received almost like 300 million, and this is really science, this is really what happens. It's amazing. And we're gonna read this from the Bible actually in Psalms 139. But basically science shows that that egg received like 300 million soldiers, basically, like sperm, and you won. So you're the one result because of this. And they like that sperm like 20 to 30 times smaller than a grain of salt. Think about it, it's crazy. You have like 4,000 cells being developed in your body every second. Think about this, 4,000 cells. So when that happened between the egg that contains half of the 3.4 billion of that genome DNA, and the other sperm had the other half of the 3.4 billion letters, and basically you're here. So you're not here by accident. You're not here because just your father or your mother decided to have a child, which is true, but you're here because he wanted you to be here. And I know that sounds, maybe to answer your question, I'm gonna go more in depth, but sounds like very, very simple. But this is really the truth. When I decided to have kids, and I have 3 of them, I decided with my wife, okay, we wanna have a child. So we started with the first one and we got the first one, and we decided to have a second one. So we have 1 or 2 or 3 because we decided that we want kids. And that's exactly the same thing. You're here because God said, I want you to be here. On the side of your mom and dad that decided to have a child, that's definitely true. But they partnered with God. This is originally his idea. It's God's plan to have the mankind, the human being. It's his design. It's his creation from day one, from the beginning, when he created them. I want to emphasize on that a bit much because people thinking that, okay, maybe when you're a child, you heard that at home, and especially in some cultures, no, we didn't want you. You came by accident, or you came by mistake, or we didn't want a child that early. Actually, we wanted a boy, and some cultures, for example, they're saying, oh, we wish that you were a boy. So girls heard that many times. And you grow up a bit, you go to school, they judge how you look, the way you talk, and maybe they mock some aspects of who you are, your character. You grow up a bit and you go to church, even inside the church or even inside the ministry, you feel that some kind of disapproval and you maybe not welcomed. And that person, when she comes, everybody's around that person, but that person is not the same, getting the same response or welcome. That kind of rejection and disapproval and the comparison all the time, we all experience this. At work, at university, with friends, in family, you have that kind of sense, you're not welcomed. We didn't want you. And you ask that question, why I'm here? And many people actually, they don't like it to be here and they want to end their life. A very high percentage of committing suicide now, especially among young generation between the age 18 to 24 is very high because they didn't want to live here. And when you're a baby or you're a child, you don't have that kind of decision to make on your own, I want to end my life. Basically, you can't make that decision because you're too young. But when you grow up a bit and you feel that kind of rejection, I'm not welcomed here, yeah, you decide, I'm not happy here. I don't know why I'm doing here. It's just you found yourself existing and you just have to live it, but you're not happy. But really the true answer of this is you're here because God wanted you to be here. You personally, with everything, your fingerprint is different. Your voice is different. The way you look is different. The talents and gifts he gave you are different. Maybe someone else have the same talent, but the purpose of using these talents are different from one to one. My point is, you're not here by accident. You're here on purpose, and there is a purpose for you being here. The way I really like to read this in Psalms 139, as I said, so I want to read these verses as is because the Psalms put it in a brilliant way. Psalms 139 from verse 13 to 18. Okay, listen to these verses. You made all the delicate inner parts of my body and knit me together in my mother's womb. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. You watched me as I was being formed in utter seclusion, as I was woven together in the dark of the womb. You saw me before I was born. Every day of my life was recorded in your book. Every moment was laid out before a single day had passed. How precious are your thoughts about me? And I want this to sing because I know that many have heard different words from people around you. But this is what you need to listen. This is how he sees you, and this is the words that he's saying about you, your creator himself. How precious are your thoughts about me, O God? They cannot be numbered. I can't even count them. They outnumber the grains of sand. And when I wake up, you're still with me. So really, to answer that question, Yosius, regardless of how many times you heard from people that you're not good, you're not welcome, we really don't like you much, the way who you are, your character doesn't work. This is how he say about you. And this is the word that you really need to be convinced and listen to much more. And see yourself the way he sees you. And listen to the words that he says, not getting this from people. You're here because he wanted you to be here. And he has a purpose for you being here. And a great purpose, actually.